Boxing is the theater of the unexpected. Headlines read, Jaron Boots Ennis overpowers Chukachan to retain IBF title. It goes back to the old saying, styles make fights. And we find out quickly, the first fight with Chukachan that Boots had was no fluke. Actually, Chukachan fought better in this fight. And of course, the boxing social media are very disappointed in Boots' performance. Philadelphia was disappointed. Even Jaron Boots Ennis himself was disappointed because he expected a better performance in the rematch. And to you boxing fans that overreact, it is your fault. I mean, you got these young, talented fighters who hasn't proven anything in the Hall of Fame already. Prior to Chukachan, who has Jaron Boots faced? The best fighter he's faced before Chukachan was who? Avanesian. Avanesian was his best opponent before he fought Chukachan. How many titles has he won in the ring? I'm not talking about titles that were handed to him or emailed to him. How many titles has Jaron Boots Ennis won in the ring? And I know Boots is a very talented fighter, but he's unproven. Chukachan was landing that left hook all night. It is no secret, Jaron Boots Ennis' defense has been very leaky. This is not the first fight we saw him susceptible to left hooks and right hands. He's just been able to get away with it with his superior offense against lower opposition. And when you face better opposition, and by the way, we should give credit to Chukachan because Chukachan proved that he's a legit contender. But when you face better opposition, they will expose that leaky defense. And unlike Chukachan, if he chooses to move up, you're talking about Majimov, Vergil Ortiz, Boachuk, Terence Crawford, they will expose that weakness, and they are bigger punchers. I don't think Jaron Ennis wants to take too many left hooks from Vergil Ortiz. But anyway, let's listen to Jaron Ennis. I don't own the rights to this material. It's for educational purposes only, and this is fair use. Here's Jaron Ennis after the fight.
Well, Boots, congratulations. 2 fights against Chukachan, but 2 very different types of fights. What'd you think of your performance tonight?
My performance was okay. You know, I don't know, man. I think it might be time to go to 54, yo.
Did you feel differently?
I felt good, but I feel like at 54, I'm gonna be way better, and my pop gonna be how it's supposed to be.
Second straight fight, we've seen you get hit a little bit more often than we've seen in the past. What do you need to do defensively to get better as you look ahead to these bigger fights?
Right now, it's probably the bigger names, you know. Like you just said, when you fight bottom tier guys, sometimes you don't want to get up for them, but, you know, I know if I fight a way better guy, I'm going to be crazy, you know, I'm going to be on point, you know. That's what's going to make me better, you know. Not saying he's a bad fighter or anything, but I need them top guys.
You heard it, and I heard it. And if you didn't hear what he said, rewind that stuff. Jaron Boots Ennis is taking the Tiafimo approach of excuses. He's saying that he's fighting at the level of his opposition. Not only that, he's also saying him making 147 is affecting his punching power. Jaron Boots Ennis feels if this fight was at 154, he would be able to stop Chukachan. He's also saying that Chukachan wasn't good enough to get his best effort. Remember the press conference, Bozy Ennis was predicting a knockout. Boots Ennis was predicting a knockout. Also says, I will be having fun in there. It did not look like Boots was having too much fun to me. And since they couldn't get the knockout, now they're saying they weren't really up for the fight. He was a lower opposition. I couldn't get up for the fight. That's the excuse they're using now, the Teofimo Lopez excuse. Now, Boots Ennis should move up. If he cannot get the fights with Brian Norman, Stanionis, and Barrios, he should just move up to 154 where all the big hitters are at. But I would advise him, no matter how elite he thinks his offense is, he need to clean up his defense. And I do question his punching power. He might have a pop in his punch, but not like people thought he did. But anyway, what do you think about Boots' performance? And what fight would you like to see him in next? Jay Beasy, I'm gone.